Occupy Bethlehem, October 22nd.
People
Right.
that are currently up there protesting.
Okay.
And it's so awesome because you have like so many different, like such a different group of people
Right.
that are coming out here, like people like me and people that don't even look like me, you know, people that make tons of money per the week, and they're still coming out and supporting us and still showing that something needs to be changed with the way corporations and the government are running this world today.
So do you think the thing that strikes you the most about this whole movement?
I think the one thing that actually really gets to me and still to this day gives me chills is the fact that I was walking down the street and I just saw one person sitting on the ground, and it instantly brought a smile to my face. To know that people are still, no matter where they are, even if you can't get to New York City, that they're still willing in their own town to form an occupation to show that you can be hundreds of miles away and you still support somebody. And you still support...
What issue, like, say, what individual issue, one of like a million, but which issue would you say strikes a chord most strongly with you?
With me, it would probably have to be like jobs.
Okay.
Everything based with the economy and mainly jobs. Like, for me, I've worked in retail, and I've worked in mainly like retail and like little shops ever since I was 16 years old, and the most amount of money I've ever made was $8 an hour.
Right.
I'm 21 now, about to be 22, and it would be really nice to be able to, you know, eventually get my own place and make sure that I have a roof over my head. But the problem is that with the scarcity of jobs in today's world, the jobs that you can get and that you can find, they mainly pay you minimum wage. I can work 3 jobs minimum wage and probably have enough to just pay my rent, and then I still have to worry about utilities, food, like how am I going to feed myself, where am I going to get clothing from, you know, like if something decides that it doesn't fit me anymore, like possibly, like when it comes to my own family, I mainly started wanting to take part in the occupation because of my own family. My dad had had a really good job. He actually owned his own restaurant, and the CEO of the company actually came in and fired him for something because he had just taken over the restaurant 2 weeks prior, and a health inspector came in, and because my dad was just getting situated with the restaurant, he didn't have time to go over all like the nooks and crannies of what was going on, and they fired him because of it. And therefore they had to put their house up for sale. Their house was foreclosed because they couldn't afford the mortgage anymore. Right now, to this day, they still can't afford to put food on the table. They usually spend about $50 every 2 weeks for a family of 4, and that's including my 2 little sisters. And, you know, it's just, when you have something going on in your own family and you know that yourself that you want to change it, you're going to do whatever it takes to go out and make a change in the world.
Does anybody else want to say what struck them most about the issues involved in this?
I would say this is something that hasn't happened yet. This is brand new to the earth. This is brand new to the earth. The fact that this is a movement that is gone from country to country and has basically hit the entire world, and it's everyone just realizing that something has to change and that we actually have to start it.
So what issue for you is the thing that really resonates most strongly, would you say?
Well, that's...
You can think about it for what they might...
I would say it's not just one, but I would say you could at least put it down to 2. One would be the monetary system that we're in. It's completely fake. People are just printing money. And that's just companies just printing money under a label of the federal bank, the Federal Reserves, I'm sorry. And, there's nothing federal about them. They're just a company, just a corporation, printing out money. And that right there, with the cause of, debt and interest and all of that, that's why we have more than $40 trillion in debt.
So what is affecting your life most
My life?
pronouncedly?
Well, right now where I live, I moved in so we could help with the bills because the parents just got laid off, and then they actually both ended up with cancer.
Oh wow.
Luckily, one was just, I guess it was a skin cancer on the knee, but then the father got lymphoma, which that ended up being not, I would say, not amazingly serious, but serious enough where you have to go through surgery and chemo and everything. And then just after getting laid off, kind of thing, and it's.
You got laid off?
No.
No, it was
You
my
got-
dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
her
Yeah.
parents.
Actually, she's my sister right there, one in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our family. He's my boyfriend. We live together. So
Okay.
we all try to contribute to my parents to pay the rent.